home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Monarchs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So James Madison's offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman, gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. Just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Old Dominion's offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Monarchs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They believe they can run right here. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're facing a 3rd down. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The give is to Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Oh, they're after him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Monarchs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. And the Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Callow across the 25. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Monarchs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Madison. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Denson. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll run the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pitch it. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read.
There he goes! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. Oh, a lot of space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No huddle offense to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a little space on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? A strike downfield. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Now the pitch. Made a defender miss. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Touchdown, ODU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They want to run this quarterback.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
And the Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Using the quick game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And as a defense, that's why you want to avoid 3rd and short moving forward. It's really hard to defend that slant. That's a bang-bang play the offense knows they can execute in their sleep. Defense will have to do better early in the drive moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Denson. Finds his man down the middle. He picks up 4, that'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wants to go up top on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurrying.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Monarchs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Monarchs are marching down the field. Now he's looking to throw it. The Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies, those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. RPO complete to open the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Denson. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Dukes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. His drive was clicking along, but now it's second and 14. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Catch in the middle, it's Newton. Touchdown, Dukes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Smith takes the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Monarchs want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught over the middle. It's Prince. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and more. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callow. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
Number 96 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by a field goal over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Rivers. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. To the air, it's Denson. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The option look. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Dukes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Monarchs in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Monarchs are on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across. Touchdown, Monarchs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Pressure coming. This one's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Dukes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He breaks a tackle. And runs through another guy. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Newton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Touch pass on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back.
Hold it.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Denson. Under fire. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Working on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced him to do.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has
got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Denson. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, James Madison. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Throwing right. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stays. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another